Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast. See a trucker, blast a trucker. Hey, life. Sandra is also Puerto Rican.
What's going on, everybody? It's Justin Fuller, and welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast. I'm Justin Fuller. You can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy at all the major platforms.
I am the _great _COREE. That's where you can find me, or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast.
That's right. Be sure to like and subscribe
On all platforms.
What the hell is going on?
Wait a minute. What? What the?
Stunt double.
Episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
What's going on, everybody? Let's get back to regular business.
This is some
here.
confusing mess. What
I
is
don't
going
even know
on
what
here?
the hell is going on
Jeez.
here? Trying to, Mr. Dobra in the house.
Yes.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
But as always, you can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy on all platforms, people.
And I am the _great _COREE. That's where you can find me, or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram. And we have a special guest in the house.
That's right.
We have the veteran,
Yeah,
a.k.a.
veteran.
Bearded Batman,
Bearded Batman.
comedian, safety dude for the county. He's keeping everybody here safe. Y'all don't even know.
You should.
You don't even know. It's
You don't
just
even-
like everything wrong with that. Just like
Yo,
kinda,
yeah.
sorta, but we'll get into it.
You don't even know the warning he gave us.
You don't even
yesterday.
know.
Detailed as all hell.
That's right.
I
Ladies,
felt safer.
that's right. Thank you for keeping us safe in this county, in all counties. if the county was the country, the country of Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Dobra.
Bam.
Thank you. Clap. And you can. Do you have the clap button there?
Nope.
No applause. No. Right. Thank you.
Golf clap.
Yes. I am a safety guy. I'm a hazmat guy for a county. So both kind of right. That's very good. But Army is country.
Yes.
You're still right. He's right in all ways, shape, and form, kind of.
Sarate.
Sarate?
My Damien.
All right. Sarate.
You don't speak Pootie Tang?
You don't speak Pootie
Oh, man. If you don't speak Pootie, man, I don't know if this will work.
He went back on that one. He went back. Nice.
I thought, okay.
Nice.
So what's up, man?
Oh,
Welcome on the podcast, dog.
Welcome to the
So
Midnight Paco
happy.
Podcast, bro.
You
Y'all know.
proving yourself.
Yeah, I am worthy.
That's
You know,
right.
you have to be experienced, but not too experienced. You have to have some experience, but not too.
No,
you got to be
You
out
had
here.
to put in that work.
You got to put in that
Yeah,
work. Got to put in that work.
The
Yeah.
time,
So.
you put in some time. How long you been doing this?
A couple years now. First time I was on stage, I want to say was 2019. 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. Then COVID happened. Couldn't get anywhere. So I did funny, Cuyahoga Falls, funny stop
Okay.
a couple times.
Funny
and-
stop. Shout out to Pete.
Yeah.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
R.I.P. Pete.
So I did there, bigger break, came back, and that's when I ended up hanging out with you guys on 9 weeks straight. That was a good run. Then did the hazmat stuff, and so that's been my Wednesday.
That's how he
to
saves
do.
everybody.
So hold on real quick. I just wanted, he said, this is not his first time meeting us, and he works with us in the comedy rooms and things of that matter.
Yeah.
We do have a list of guests that we have to go through on the show, And I'm just letting everybody know. Don't think that we funny acting nothing, but he ain't get on until he put in that work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't get on until he put on that work.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%, dog.
Yeah, it's not like he just met us.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We've known you since like you said, since
years
the
now.
side.
I want to say, has it been about 2 years?
About 2 years.
About 2 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, and I had my 3-year anniversary.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, okay, 2 years. And so, what, I always ask everybody this, and we maybe had these conversations, but what made you want to do it?
Always wanted. Back when I was real young, and on the school bus, I would go up to random young females, stick out my lips, ding, 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 ding. And I just cracked me up, freaked them out. It was great. And then I saw Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bell.
Yeah.
What? Hey, say something. What? Hey, say something. Ding, 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 ding. That was it. That's what I knew. I'm like, I gotta do stand up. I did my very first one was actually at church.
Okay.
Years ago, they had a talent show. That was my very first time, and it was such a good time. Went over great. I did my Elvis. Thank you very much. Oh, darling. And so all the old ladies at church were just spooning. I'm like, we're at church. Stop.
Okay.
And so yeah, that was the kicker. And then just recently, I'm like, you know what? I need to do this. I just need to do this. I was Army,
right.
Did Army stuff, then oil field, did oil field stuff.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for your service. It's much appreciated. Go Army, beat Navy.
Yep.
And oil field, no time. You're gone constantly. You're 70, 80, 106 hour, not exaggerating, 106 hour. And anybody in the oil field, anybody's family in the oil field, put the prayers out to them. They need it. It's hard work and it's not home. So I am really happy nowadays. I get to go home at night. My job really allows me to start doing this more often. So shout out to my job that I'm not going to mention.
Yeah. Boo. No.
Jobs. What are those?
What are those?
What is a job?
What is a joke?
It's a job.
A job.
Yeah, what's a job?
Yeah, what's a job?
Who
Jobs.
does that? I don't do a job.
I go to a place.
Yeah, I go to a place as well.
Because it's like another home. I'm there all day. I'm there more awake than I am here.
Yeah.
Awake.
These jobs. You know what? Shout out to
WTF.
Shout out to the younger generation. They're not going through this.
No.
They're not going through this.
No, they call off.
They call off.
Stay at home.
They're making money other ways. Shout out to them.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd still pay you to take your shirt off, and you haven't done it on stage yet. Still have not.
Pause. And it won't happen.
I'm just like.
Wait.
I've been trying to get them to demonstrate how to save a life. That's what I'm trying to get them to do, so everybody can really understand what does it take to save a life.
You know what? Maybe
I feel like he has the equipment to do so. Whoa. I know.
All I have is my Price is Right.
$5 not enough. Anybody else picturing tassels on those?
Yeah.
That's all I
just
got.
bounce mine like this.
Okay. He works out.
Yeah.
I work out.
And I'm gonna pause both of y'all. But anyway, we're gonna move on from there. So tell us about the bearded Batman. How did that happen?
Oh man,
I love it. Pause, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys do. I needed I found the costume. It was hidden in some random closet. I couldn't find it forever. Just came across it recently, so maybe seeing bearded Batman again. So that came out. Big fan of animated series.
Okay.
I am Batman. Because I'm Batman. I just love that character. Did such a good job, but I don't want to shave my face to be Batman, so therefore, no choice but to be Bearded Batman.
Bearded Batman. Where can people find the Bearded Batman?
You can find Bearded Batman on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. And even Rumble. And Rumble as well.
How do they find it?
At URK, not funny. Once you spell it out, you'll get the joke. URK, not funny. On all those major platforms.
Nice.
Yay. And so, yeah, that's Bearded Batman.
So why do you refuse to shave since you got out of the military? You're
I know you had to shave in the military.
Shaving anymore. I'm growing a beard. I agree. I agree.
Same concept initially, and then I was in oil field. You're required to shave as well.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've been having this for, I guess, 6-7 years now, and I shaved one time in that time frame, and my son was like, "Never do that again. just don't do that. You look like Kane from wrestling. It's just not right."
You know
just
what?
stop.
It's funny. I look at wedding pictures because me and the wife, we went. I was fresh out of the military, so I was like fresh, everything shaved, except for the eyebrows. Just the future. I mean, so I kind of know what the fuck I'm gonna look like. Sir, but either way, we'll get
I know what I'm gonna look like too. So
all right. So it was just I look at it and I'm like, it kind of looks normal for the time. But now if I do it, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Pause. They previously mentioned in a podcast that if they got over 1,000 subscribers, they're gonna go bald. You're at 1.8, but fellas, 1.8K. Congratulations.
thank you.
Not only did we say we were going to do that.
What else did you say?
We're also going to some Van Halen. When I get up, nothing can put me down.
Can we edit out my the sound I just made? Because I don't know how bad that was, but
Not
at all.
All right,
No chance.
No chance.
I might even cut it and use it for a future record.
That's good. Instead of the applause, you're gonna have the
That's gonna start my soundboard.
Yeah, I agreed to it, but was I under the influence or something?
No.
Your pregame's real, buddy. Your pregame is real.
We've talked about it plenty. So we're gonna jump out of an airplane.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that.
My buddy is a certified skydiver.
Oh, that's some caucasity stuff happening. You gonna be all right with this, Mr. Cordell?
I mean, we signed up for it, and he agreed to it.
Yeah.
So we got to plan a time.
Oh, he'll be airborne. We could be friends then.
I know.
Right?
It's going to be my first time jumping out of a plane.
Wait, you weren't airborne?
No, I thought about doing it, but then
leg.
I got deployed and everything else, and then I got deployed again, and I never got out, and I just got out.
All right.
Now, I did jump off a garage with an umbrella. Does that count?
Did it actually slow your descent?
No.
It was just plummet. Did it like
Yes.
flip?
It did.
What the hell were you thinking?
I saw Mary Poppins.
I can only imagine. Like everybody's talking about the video games killing people. It turns out it was Mary Poppins all this time.
All along. Yeah.
All right.
Broken legs.
Like a DDT never hurt no one.
Right. All right. Who's Paco?
Who's Paco?
Who's Paco?
Well,
the question now you may have answered this in previous podcasts. I apologize if I missed that one. But who is Paco?
Well, first of all, there is no Paco. It's
no
actually
Paco.
Midnight Paco.
All right. Who's Midnight? So is Paco's the last name? Midnight's the first name.
No, Midnight Paco is one entity.
One entity.
Yes.
All right.
All I can say is he's a straight killer.
Straight killer.
Straight killer.
All right.
We've yet to reveal.
Midnight Paco.
You know what? This is how I know that there is something we call, I don't want to say fate. I don't want coincidence, just
I feel like I should have Red
energy,
Bull
some
as
type of.
a sponsor here or something.
Yeah, no, we do not have them as a.
Yeah, we don't-
sponsor.
We need to. You should call like local people.
I gotta get
and
some
so we
cozies.
can get some.
I gotta get some cozies. It's all good.
But sponsored by Midnight Paco Podcast.
Bam! There it is.
And paralegal service.
Yeah, Michelle White, get you right.
Get you right.
That's
right. Want to do it together? Let's do it together.
That's right.
So yeah, that's all.
So the whole thing with how everything came about, I'm not gonna divulge it, but it's just crazy how things out of nowhere end up being something that's on a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
And I already told you how
Speaking
it
of-
was going to go.
Merch.
Oh,
my goodness.
Shit,
Look at
what's that?
You make it look good.
Oh.
I make it look better.
Yeah. Stunt double.
That is a dope shirt, man.
That is a dope shirt.
Nice.
That is official.
It's official. That was
Official. I
good.
got to zip it up so they can tell us apart.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you got the stubble.
I got my stove, and I went with the
The
Jason
Jason
Statham. I went with Jason Statham today, so we'll see can understand which one's which.
Yeah, I don't know who's who.
I know, right?
He came in confused. He dapped me. He dapped him up and was like, "Hey, what's up, I mean, no.
I was like, wait a minute, what are you guys doing?
Hey, I'm glad because I know we both had the razor to the head. I was like, I definitely got to have a bald head.
Yeah, I went with the stubble today.
That a boy came out.
Like this is what happened. Like when the name came about,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I already told you people gonna call it the Paco Taco Poppin' Taco.
Right.
That was a prediction.
Yep.
They're gonna call it the Paco Podcast and whatever else, and they're gonna think that I'm Midnight and you're Paco,
Yep.
which they do.
Yep.
Or they'd be like, "Who's Midnight? Who's Paco?"
Who's Paco? Yeah.
That happens.
Yep.
But the truth of the matter is, Midnight Paco is
One entity,
One
straight
entity.
killer,
straight killer. That's all
and
I can say.
a hell of a story. I'm not sure when we're gonna release the story.
Maybe if we get
Make a movie.
2K or something,
Like you should make
5K,
dude. Make a movie. That's your Tubi movie.
10K.
That's the two.
That's Tubi movie, and like at the very end, next thing you know, you're right here talking on the Paco podcast, the Midnight Paco podcast.
Man, you got it right.
Yeah,
Eat your heart out,
Yeah, we
clerks.
was gonna
Eat
edit
your-
this whole shit out. You don't know the name of the podcast, like zoop. It's just me.
The Poppin' Taco
It's
Podcast.
talking, rocking, talking.
Rock'em Sock'em Paco Tatas.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, man. So you did the bearded Batman. You didn't
Yeah.
want to shave your hair.
Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna ask?
I was just gonna say, like what was the inspiration behind it?
Well, so the joy of it is, Batman himself is always taking out criminals. I am taking out irritations. Okay? So, favorite skit of all time, that shopping cart right in the middle of the grocery store parking lot. You think you have a parking spot, but you don't, because there's a cart right there because a person couldn't walk across the way. They walked all the way to their car, but couldn't walk to the little... it's the worst. It's the worst. So
That's how I feel about smart cars.
I feel that way about the button, the turn on button. I hate the start button. Who asked for that?
But I'm just
Who
talking
asked for
about
that?
the small little smart cars because they make you think you have a parking space. And
Oh yeah.
and you be like, that little mother effer.
It's just like if you only had a smart car, you park in next to it in the same parking
Right.
spot, right?
Yes.
Well, then you can
And
be that one
get your
person.
pizza without having any issues.
You be that other person like my buddy who has a truck and parks in 2 spots everywhere he goes.
Yeah. That guy.
Doolies are doolies.
No, just regular truck.
Oh man.
F-150, regular truck.
No, just because. Fair enough.
Just because.
Don't touch my
park,
truck.
Yeah, don't park by my shit. I
Yeah,
guess
don't
it's
touch
like
my
every
truck.
vehicle. I think every vehicle he's had, he did that. To be honest,
I
with you.
used to.
Does he like do that like right handicap parking? Then there's his truck taking up 2 places right next to it, or is it further back?
Yeah, I think it would be further back.
Okay.
Not like further back. It would
Far
be
enough back to not be ridiculous.
Probably.
All
Yeah,
right.
he wasn't ignorant about
A
stuff.
hint of ridiculousness, just a hint.
Yeah, he
all right,
wasn't
fair
parking up front like these are my spots.
Like, nobody parks here.
No, yeah,
That's mine. That's mine. That's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't do that. So okay, you wanted to be a comedian all your life, or as a kid on the bus. Who are some of your influences?
Well, as stated, Jim Carrey, I can pretty
Yeah.
much quote most of his movies.
He was one of
That's
mine.
your slipped it, that's your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. Wait, yeah, classic,
Yeah,
classic.
Me too. Me too.
Love me some Jim Carrey. In Living Color, just as a whole, I would
100%.
often. My father was not a fan of In Living Color, so it
Right.
was whenever he would go out into the garage to do whatever, I would watch it, and then as soon as I hear the door, change the channel, watch that for a few seconds. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm watching this TGIF episode,
Right.
and then switch it back.
Right.
So
Yeah, I can understand that.
David Allen Greer.
Not on
classic.
that. I was able to watch pretty much whatever, but yeah. But I understand why. Yeah.
Also, back in that time, SNL was funny. So you had,
yeah.
you had Dana Carvey,
I mean,
you
it's
had
so
Mike
funny now.
Myers.
I don't
She
watch
makes me
it.
feel kind of funny, like when I used to climb the rope in gym class. You know, classic David Carney. Turtle. Yeah, good times.
I mean, it's SNL ain't funny now.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't watch it.
I don't either. I'm normally at work.
Yeah. But you know.
Yeah, shout out to SNL, man.
Yeah.
They've been on for
Ever.
as long as I've been alive.
Ever.
I'm 48, so they've been 50 years or more?
I mean, it's not Eddie Murphy and all them, but you know.
Yeah, they were on there once upon a time.
Yeah.
SNL launched
He was
many,
wasn't he 18?
like 17.
17?
Yeah.
See, some people just do it at an age and they do it.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, 14, and did it, and that's the only job he's had.
Yeah.
I've never, like we talk about, there's no, what would you say? No community of it? No, like,
Yeah, there's no really, like, no...
surround, like, nobody
like
around
nobody
you is doing it.
You have no role models in
Yeah.
entertainment in this area, really.
It's all go to work, get a job, go to school, work, get a job, raise a family. Nobody's shooting for dreams in most of these cities we grow up in. We're all doing it, like not us, but like growing up as a kid, nobody was like, I'm going to LA, I'm going to be somebody. Everyone's like, what college you going to? Where are you going to go to school at? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to be?
Like, I'm going to take up a trade.
I don't think I met anybody who was like, I'm about to go do it. You know what I mean? And some
auto
people thought
mechanic,
they were going to play
HVAC.
football, but they all tried to go to college to play football or some shit.
And then that was it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Then the shit sometimes didn't even make it there. You know what I mean? So it's just to see
they
somebody.
were bagging groceries, but then it was self-checkout, so that went nowhere even.
Yeah.
Hey, you still got to come and scan and say it's okay if you're trying to buy alcohol.
Right.
Oh, wait, are you over 18? Yeah.
You can trick AI.
I went to go get glue the other day, and I had to get that ID check to get glue. I'm like, no, it was duct tape. It was Gorilla Glue duct tape. But because it had Gorilla Glue, I got ID'd. I'm like, check out the bald head. I'm over 18.
Yeah, but that must be serial killers stuff.
Or Gorilla Glue is a good strand.
Ooh, it is, but it makes you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no.
So you were able to buy Gorilla Glue.
Duct tape.
Oh, duct tape. I thought.
Gorilla Glue duct tape.
Oh, okay. I was
But
wondering,
because it had
did they
Gorilla
have any
Glue,
Northern Lights.
That's
no.
another decent one.
Yeah,
Look at
they
you
didn't have
saying
any Northern
strains like you know what the heck you talking about.
I
He's
have
just
no
repeating
clue.
stuff.
I'm just smiling and nodding here. I am so square. I'm a Rubik's Cube. That's
That-
how square I am. I have
They
no
had
idea what he's
Gorilla
noticing.
Glue. They didn't have any Northern Lights.
What are we talking about? CBD?
Catfish? Catfish.
Did they have
is good.
catfish?
Orange 43 is
What about Grape 8?
Yes, I'm sure. Aisle 3B.
all the good ones.
All the
Yeah.
good ones.
I'm gonna get some.
You know why I know all these names?
Me?
No, not because of you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
Because Wiz Khalifa had a game on the phone, and you had to grow these. You had to grow these different plants.
Oh, you played Weed Tycoon.
Yes,
Oh.
something like that. But it was Wiz Khalifa's version. And then when you grew it and made a lot of money, amount of money, he was like, I did everything just so I could hear him do that. Like, All right. So he had his KK strain and
Yeah. I haven't
Northern
tried
Light.
this shit. I haven't tried
ever tried
his
KK?
or the Mike Tyson, like the marijuana.
Yeah, all of these are marijuana strands on there.
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue is one of them.
Now
It's
I know.
an indica. Indicas make you fall asleep. Sativas are supposed to be your daytime one. That's what I smoke all the time. So I don't fall asleep throughout the day. I got shit to do. I got to work. You know?
You got to do comedy.
I got to do the podcast. I mean, shit.
For us.
So many activities. I
can't be falling asleep from marijuana.
Yeah.
I smoke it all the time. Shit, I need to be awake.
Yeah.
Put in the comments, people, if you agree.
And other suggested strands for the band.
Yes, that's what I was going to say next. And your favorites and suggestions, please. Thank you very much. Because I'm trying sativas, though, because I can't fuck with indicas. I ain't trying to be sleepy. That's all I'm saying. So, okay, In Living Color, what else? Who else? Any other guys?
No Mad TV?
Mad TV. Oh, yeah. Look what I can do. Classic.
Stewart.
See, I don't know.
The only man that could sit like that and just still be a gem.
Yeah.
National treasure right there. National treasure.
Absolutely.
Pause? Sit like that and still be a gem? I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
So, who are some of your comedic influences? Like, do you have a Mount Rushmore comedy? I know Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Yeah.
So David Landau.
Landau.
Big fan of David Landau. I went to his show recently, and my cheeks were just cramping up from laughing so hard. It just every line, every bit, crowd work. It was just on point. And Dana Carvey, his impersonations were always spot on, and cool seeing Justin Fuller.
Hey,
shit! Look at that.
There's your 5 heads. He's the freaking hot.
Even though there's 4.
There's the Hydra, the comedic Hydra. That's what's going on.
Appreciate it. No, that was 5.
Yeah,
it's only 4 on Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
I know. So that's why I went with Hydra.
Yeah,
which is 5.
So it makes it fake.
Yeah. So
which means we ain't shit in his eyes. What he's trying to say.
Or Midnight Paco podcast.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
Midnight,
the
the Midnight Paco. And when you Google that or go on YouTube, put "the" in front when you go to search Midnight Paco podcast.
Pops.
The helps.
Pops right up.
The THE space.
Tahi Midnight Paco podcast.
Roads.
So who's yours? Who's your
mine?
Your Mount Rushmore.
Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. I like Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm. That's 4. You can't say any more. If you say any more, it's going to be fake.
He said top 5, right?
Yeah, he did say top 5. I thought he said top 5.
Did I say Rushmore or 5?
I think you said Rushmore.
Rushmore is 4 then.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yours?
Mine, yeah, definitely Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Rock, and who fights for the 4th? Who am I missing?
Carlin?
No, he was never. Who's the 4th? Pryor.
Yeah,
100%.
He was missing that one.
Yeah. Because I've watched his, but he was definitely before. Like I grew up with, fucking.
You got any?
Eddie
You got any
Murphy.
local favorites?
Local favorites.
Oh, I got.
I got some local favorites.
I got some local favorites.
Daniel P. Myers. I gotta say, I think
that's a good one.
I think he's quality. I would go to his show to go to his show. That one stands out a lot.
Right. Yeah, Daniel. He's a good one. I Am Chad's one of my faves.
Yeah.
I
got
We got a few.
I got D-Hawk. I got Chevy.
Yeah, they got.
I Am Chad. I think Wolf is good.
Yeah, Tim Wolf's one of my favorites too.
Shout out to all those people that we mentioned. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah,
shout out to everybody.
Like I said, we can name a lot, but
I'm sorry we took up the whole podcast just naming other comics. Apologize for that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
hey, the people that don't know, from this area, those are comics to look out for, man. Those are all people in the area that are, out there doing the damn thing, or out there, they're out on the road.
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
Most of them are on the road doing their thing. So if they're coming around, you guys check them out.
And that's not a shun to anybody, because everybody that I actually had on the show
podcast, I'm a fan of.
We're fans of.
Yeah,
so it's like, Yeah, man.
Just sticky up, boy.
Yeah, like if we
Man, you go on stage all the time, ready to rock. You know what I mean?
And all
the
time.
same energy. You know what I mean? You don't flop it. If people ain't doing that, you ain't going, hey, what's it? You don't like that one?
Oh yeah, you guys just don't get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you guys don't understand that joke? Oh, okay. Oh, is it too much for you guys?
It wasn't me, it was you.
Yeah, you know, you don't go out there. You don't have that attitude. You go out every time
And
to
do your thing.
have a good time, do a good set. You know what I'm saying?
You do use the same energy.
Yeah.
If it's one person or two people or a room full,
Yeah.
and that's important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like if you're going to be standing in front of people, be ready to rock.
Yeah.
Be ready to rock. And I know I fumble a punchline here and there, and I feel like we all do.
Yep.
And
The good thing
you're
is
right,
the thing is, a lot of times people don't know unless you tell them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we all fumble to be honest.
Yeah.
Nobody knows unless you be like, oh shit, I fucked up.
And I've done that once.
Just roll on.
Just keep
roll
going.
on.
Just keep going.
Anybody done like high school plays? Just keep going. Just go.
Keep going.
Says the English teacher.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Flowers. I'm sorry.
you got to get it,
Rest
man.
in peace.
You got to.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mrs. Flowers. You got to. You got to do it. Like some people be like, well, there wasn't many people there, so I didn't really do my material like that. What?
Yeah.
You never know who that two people are. You never know who they are. So
I've told him plenty. There's been plenty of times we've been at the funny stop where there hasn't been a lot of people, maybe like 6-7 people in the crowd that aren't comedians. You know what I mean? So they're talking about 20 people maybe, and then 7 of them, you know, aren't comedians. But you hear who laughs, and you know that they're different laughs when you play it back. And you're like, okay, well, those people thought I was funny.
Yep.
These other mother suckers
Already
heard me
my
before.
score.
Plus, they never give support any goddamn way. So I'm counting on what the hell they like. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. If I got them to laugh, then I'm cool.
Now, I don't know if you ever get like negative comments in your YouTubes and stuff like that.
Sometimes.
Oh,
You know?
somebody just put gay. The fuck?
That's all. Just gay.
Defamation.
Just gay.
And I think
Alright.
it was when I don't know if it was when I fell or it was something it was just something I did and just put
Gay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
Shout out to the
like,
comments.
I'm not gonna change what I do for that 1 or 2 that has a problem with what I do. All right, I'm going to do it for all the people that give the hearts and all the views.
Yeah, well, not only that,
you know, and for what I enjoy doing as a whole. All right, what I think is funny, there's bound to be other people that also think it's funny.
Yep.
And if those people that think that I'm not funny, hence me putting "you're not funny" in my thing, I'm just like, you're just playing into the joke that I find funny when you have a negative comment against me. I'm like, that's even better.
just hit the subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everything you do, people are not going to find funny, but it's
Well, they
okay.
say there's 50% that like it, 40 or 40, and 20 are in the middle, or whatever the fuck it is. You know, it's just not everybody's gonna be down with fingers and buttholes. There's gonna be people that are cool with it.
Somebody put a post like, name the comedians that you think is not funny. And I saw a bunch of names, and I was like, I think these people are funny, but whether they think they're funny or not, these are successful people that's making a living. They're in movies, they're professional comedians. And
You know how many times I've heard somebody say, "Oh, look who's coming to this." I don't want to put his name. He's like the incognito, but he's like, "Guess who's coming here?" I'm like, "Who's that?" But yet he's selling that out. I want to be that guy. There's so many people out there with a career that I don't know who the hell they are, but that don't mean 100 or 2,000 or whatever people selling out whatever place they're performing. I don't.
yeah, people always ask me, are you funny? And I'll be like, well, let me just tell you this. You know, all the comedians out there that's making a lot of money that's not funny.
Right.
I want to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's just,
Yeah.
let me in that club. You know,
I've always said once I can make more than what I'm making now,
you made it.
bye. When I can do what I'm doing on the road, and that's something that's something we're all working towards. You know what I'm saying? It's a building process, and we've talked about that before. You know, we build our own path.
So in addition to doing like stand up and doing skits, are you open to like movies and acting or sitcoms or
What
writing?
a great segue. Good segue. So, as you well know, Mr. Justin Fuller, Maxie's Revenge.
What?
Maxie's Revenge. Shout out to Javon Bates.
Shout out to Javon Bates. So, well, he's got another movie coming out. It's called Common Creed 2. Common Creed 1's already on Tubi.
There you go. Check it out, people.
And
I'll have the link in the description.
I do hope. I feel like it's going to be happening in the very near future. Filming is going to be starting in the very near future. I'm hoping to play some part in it one way, shape, or form.
There you go.
Without giving away too much.
You know, in any way, shape, and form, I can be part of it.
He's going to be my stunt. No.
Stunt double.
Stunt double.
When Maxie's Revenge 2 comes out, like at some point in time, I have to be in there and just fly across the screen and just obviously see that as me. It'll be a great moment. It'll be a great moment to carry on.
I ain't the director, or I might be cut from the sequel. Who knows these things?
Maxie's Revenge or Dark Ether? Wait a minute. What movies did you guys say?
I was in Max's Revenge. He's going to be in Common Creed.
Common Creed, Part 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
right.
So, like I said...
so you are open to doing acting? And
Oh, yeah. Javon does a great job of bringing people in. I'm glad he's got an open ear.
Right.
And he's got this new training. So people that are interested in getting into film, he's able to coach them into film. So... hopefully be able to pick up a lot on that or during that, and like I said, be a team player. And I got a fair amount of connections throughout Ohio, place to go, things like that. So hope to be getting involved in.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So obviously that's something you got into. You know, like so. There's something. Did you say class? Did you go to college or anything?
I did. Funny thing. So after Army, an oil field. I was making lots of money, operating millions of dollars worth of equipment, get out of the oil field after the oil field tanked, went to go get another job, but nobody would hire me because I didn't have a piece of paper saying I was smart.
A degree?
Yeah. A little. Yeah, right? Yeah. And so I'm like, I guess I have to get a degree. Luckily, I had saved up enough money, and I took a year off of work entirely.
GI Bill, baby.
Yeah, a little bit of that, and a little bit. Actually, my associate was pretty much out of pocket. Before that kicked in.
Well, yeah, I was stupid, so I just used that money, and so I still owe for student. Go ahead. They give you the money. It's what else.
So yeah, I did 9 classes in 9 weeks. 9 classes in 9 weeks. Got my associates and got me working again off of that.
Okay.
And so I got my associate safety.
Okay.
And then I got my bachelor's a year after that, and my master's a year after
that.
So
editing was just a hobby.
Editing?
Yeah. Like video editing and shit?
Yeah, well, I just doing the same thing you get to do here, copy paste. You just do the apps.
School for it.
You went to school for it.
I mean, I went to school for communication, media studies, and I had 2 classes, audio video production. So it was one of those deals where they just had you film like a minute worth of stuff.
Javon. All right, carry on.
Yeah, so it was just, it was cool because they gave you like 4 different camera angles of one scene, and it would have you like edit it together, and you get to see so many different versions of one fucking scene because of different angles. You know, people will come with their version. You're like, oh, okay, well, that was terrible, but I see why they did that. You know what I mean? And it's different edits so it's like it gives you a perspective, and then he'd have you do like a 30-second. No audio or no talking or whatever, just moving things and close-ups, all close-up shots, and so it gets your mind into it. But if you don't continue to do stuff, you know what I mean, and take advantage of it, but at least it's that knowledge. All the stuff I learned doing that, I decided to just do and use for this. You know what I mean, like editing, and then I got into like special effects and started messing with all that. After Effects and all that, those different programs, and started, just doing that shit. So it was just a hobby of that. But I mean, that's why I said I ain't get a job because of my degree. But the 2 classes I took, audio video production and screenwriting, will probably come in handy in the future. You know what I mean? It's already helped because of this stuff, and with logos and doing all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Bam.
Wow, wow, wow.
You see that?
I got my Black Ladder on brand stuff happening.
So I was just
here.
wondering, because I know you put your videos together and you edit shit, so I just thought maybe you went to school for something like that.
No, the apps are really helpful,
Yeah.
Just having some sense about it. Like, I think that you said,
Yeah.
having logic about what you're doing,
Right.
and you're seeing the
Plus,
full
you've
picture.
seen movies.
Yeah, you've seen movies.
You know how shots are made. You know what I mean? You know what kind
You
of
have an
effect
idea.
you
and then after you watch it, all right,
mean-
my OCD can be crippling.
Right.
That's
It's-
my
you
biggest
want it to be
thing.
perfect?
I do, and it just so many things I don't put online.
That's this guy.
Because like this whole thing
You know
what we're
show-
talking about right now, this whole podcast, I'll be like watching it and like cringing the entire time because of it.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm still happy to be
you just
here.
got to do it, man.
Well, I got to a point where, you know, I decided, like, I'm going to just let it go. Like, let it go. Do it, you know, because it will cripple you.
Yeah. That's all. Because you're never going to be perfect. You're always growing, and no matter what you do, you're in a state of growing and knowledge, and you always figure out ways to do things better. You know what I mean? And if you don't, you're stuck in a spot.
And it's really interesting when you watch the new comics coming on. And it's kind of like this pattern. You see the first time they're on, they're gonna run the light.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
Except for me.
Yeah. He was off well
his
before.
5 minute. He's like 5:49, and that's my time. Boom, 5 minutes, and all of a sudden that was stellar.
Yeah.
Stellar at Springfield.
Well,
Good
yeah,
job.
but no, what Pete would always tell people was, you know, if somebody was new coming into the club, he'd point to the wall. Steve Harvey started here. And then he'd be like, John Hinton started here. And then he'd be like, you see Cool C? First time, 2 minutes. I'm like, you gonna tell everybody that, Pete, bro?
Everybody.
Like, 2 minutes. First time he goes 2 minutes.
He's like, yeah, he went up, he did his thing. He's like, all right, everybody, that's my time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like it's not a speed
He's
race.
just got up there.
Hey, you
Man,
know, I wasn't about to go up there and die 3 more
Slow
minutes.
down.
And that's the other thing. Like you have the uhs, you have the pauses, you got the. And so over time you can actually see that progress. And as you always mention, watch your stuff. And my thing to do is often to record mine, listen to it, say it back again, record that one, and I keep getting it tighter and tighter while I'm so when you're hearing it, you're memorizing it. And so I'm a very anti notepad on stage.
Oh,
very, very anti notepad
It
on
throws
stage.
me off. As soon as you go to a pad or a phone or anything, you lost me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You lose me as an audience member.
and comics as they so choose to. And
Yeah,
that's
fine.
Or phone.
It's their life. Yeah.
Well, because look, me and him had this conversation because
over
when
and
we,
over again, you're like, hold on one second, let me check out this joke.
I mean, we've seen it in actual shows.
Yeah.
So
No,
this
it
is
shows.
my
You,
stocks just went up. I'm very happy all of a sudden.
all right.
Go Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
Shout
seen
out to
it-
Bitcoin.
I've seen it in shows, but our thing is even on open mics, because even the open mics
Practice
that
is
we
perfect.
go to, because usually it's at a comedy club. You know what I mean? When we're at the Funny Stop, it's not at a bar. It's at an actual comedy club where people show up to watch comedy. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing it, it's almost like a show. I know it's practice,
Well, if people pay to get in,
Yeah.
if people pay to get in,
but even there, it's an amateur contest. Really, the way they actually it's an open mic, people.
and that's my
it's an open mic.
and that's I always felt like that was a disqualifier. If you have to use your notes, I feel like that should have been a disqualifier.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's not talk about competitions here.
Yeah, it's because it's not. That's why I said it's labeled like but it's an open mic. But the only reason why I say it is because to me it's a show. They got we got a lot of good. No, I don't say a lot of good comedians, but comedians that go up, and then as soon as you pull that bitch out, you lose me. You just lose me. But people swear by it. I guess I don't know. Like you said, going over it.
So
Do you work on anything like he's done it? I try and do it a little bit more, but it's being loose. But he's gone up because he used to fuck with the cord. He used to fucking not look at nobody. You know what I mean? It takes time to get that personality.
So
on
as
stage.
I feel like the one quality I did have off the bat was being able to make eye contact the best I can going through the crowd because of my public speaking background. As part of my job is to actually talk in front of people. So every Tuesday I put on a 3-hour set. It is quality. Quality.
I kill every time.
How many new hires have you ever been in where they do a hammer dance? This guy. Okay.
What the fuck?
Lockout, tag out. The tag out says, can't touch this. And I have to do it every time. It's required dance. Like this one time I didn't do it, and the cohort I have in the class like, so what? Where's the dance? Get on your job, Dobra. Get on your job. And so then I did the dance.
Get on your game.
You know what? To be honest with you, like stuff like that will keep the audience engaged and awake. Mm-hmm. Because it don't matter like when I was doing meetings and stuff like that, it don't matter if I was fully rested or not. Those meetings always was like sleep. Just Cordell, close your eyes and go to sleep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like this meeting is basically about shutting your eyes and going to sleep, so
is that school assemblies?
School is everything.
Boy, my feet used to go up on the chair, my knees used to go up on the chair like that. Out, yo. I ain't got shit to hear in this bitch.
Yeah, we didn't have these in school growing up.
What, assemblies?
No, Red Bulls.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't fuck with
I'm not going to sleep for 4 days. You got me the largest Red Bull
I want you to
on the
make
face
it
of the planet.
home.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to make it safely to Louisiana and back with this guy.
Ain't nothing like, giving the best hour if I can guess.
Right.
We try to
Right.
maintain.
I got pizza, Red Bull, and Midnight Paco podcast. That's what you can expect. And that was good. That was good.
We talking about what were we talking about? School? What the fuck?
Auditoriums? Did you have like?
Well, I was just saying that like he was doing his dance. You need something else other than just words to keep you awake during like work meetings or anything.
Yeah.
Like orientations for jobs can be very boring.
But I think that's just people like the way they talk or sound. Because they can
Bueller.
They can give you all the good information.
Bueller.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was gonna say about Red Bull. The only time I had Red Bull was during down in Polk. Fort Polk. We talking about during that training shit.
Oh man. Just a background. At the pregame.
Pre-game.
We were talking about old war stories, so there I was, balls deep, no crap.
There it is.
Yeah. I gotta keep it PG.
Fort Polk, and we're doing this.
You don't.
I gotta keep it.
Oh,
PG.
you have to.
I gotta keep it PG. My mom could be watching this, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry for
Love you,
dropping
Mom.
F-bombs.
No, you can. That's you. You're not her son.
Okay.
She might get confused.
She might get confused.
You don't know.
I'm your son, Sharon Dobra. This is your son. All right. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. But
she says, "Love you too." What the hell?
We are live.
So we were in the striker, and we were like on a perimeter, this and that, and I'm a squad leader. This is the first time I had a Red Bull to try. I'm like, never again, dude, never again.
What happened?
It made me jittery. I didn't like it.
Oh.
So I just smoked more
Wait a minute.
cigarettes.
So you were on the gun?
No, but I had to be, I was in charge, so I had to just, make sure people were, So I wanted to try and do the right thing. But after that, it's like, all right, we're going Redcon 2-6, which means we're all just going to take our gear off and chill, because we know we're not in real situations. So if we hear some popping, we'll throw our gear on and we'll fucking do it. Then we called it Redcon 2-6.
Redcon 2-6.
So we'd sit there, but that was the first time I had a Red Bull.
First time and apparently last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have them on an empty stomach, it's the worst.
Luckily, I just don't. Luckily, because if I'm that tired, I'm going to fucking sleep. Unless I'm in a dire situation, I'll be awake. Trust me. Smoke a cigarette or something. Or a blunt. That always sparks creativity. So I'm not on missions. I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be I'm not in dangerous situations. But then I would just smoke cigarettes and stay awake.
Yeah.
You know. Did you smoke at all in the military?
I had one cigarette every October.
Okay.
It was just something horrible would happen every October of every year, and so therefore.
Drunk. You got drunk?
No, I didn't drink either.
Oh, yeah, you still
that is
right.
Once
you
again, so square Rubik's Cube. That's what I am.
Right. I know.
And so I would just have.
See, he's like the other. Definitely the other.
I am. Apparently, he's the evil twin.
I'm definitely the evil twin. He's the one that pisses in cups for me all the time.
This is the last time, Justin. Last time, I swear.
You should charge him $100 a cup.
Wait,
okay.
That's a really good idea. Charging him?
Yes.
Gosh, man.
$100 a cup.
Just
give me 50.
I've been even paying for the hand warmer.
I'm going broke. You gotta keep the pee warm. That's why I said it. Pause.
Oh, you didn't get the hand warmer reference?
CEO in this piece.
There's the CEO right there.
CEO. What up, Cat?
Williams. That's the man right there.
Yeah, that's the dude right there. So, with the with the military background and things like that, and the comedy, so when it comes to comedy, who would you say, or who would you feel like you'll be a good match to go on tour with?
Well, this crew right here, I feel like Springfield, I felt like was what a tour is to be when you have the chemistry, you got playing each other's jokes, we got yours, and that's been my ideal situation. That's why I want to put together a show just so we can get our team down there. And when I say that down there, New Philadelphia, I've been talking to a bunch of people down that way but it's a hike for you guys.
We've been there.
Legion, VFW, things like that. Want to get some veterans down there and do some shows over there. So you expect a phone call when we get to do that.
That's cool. But I was thinking the comics is out right now, big time comics.
But yeah, if somebody was like, "Hey James, can you come open for me on the road?"
David Landau with Normal World. David Landau.
So yeah, because you're mostly clean comedy, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Shout out to Pete again, R.I.P. Pete. He's always been the one.
5 minutes clean.
Yeah, 5 minutes clean.
I try to say I'm PG-13 because I'll get one or two, but it has to be for me to say something vulgar. I feel like it has a really good punch to it.
Right.
That's my line.
Makes you work a little bit.
Yeah. And so if you hear it come out of my mouth, it's gonna be really funny, and that's my line. I feel like that it doesn't. As Pete used to say, it doesn't have to be. If you can do that, It seems that clean comedy is actually the rare thing now. There was a time, there was that whole. Who would have thought Bill Cosby would be the dirty comedy and Eddie Murphy would be the clean? But at that time frame, when Eddie Murphy was doing Raw, it was a big no-go, because you had the Jeff Foxworthys killing it, your Bill Engvall's killing it, and I remember sitting around listening with my entire family to a Bill Engvall CD. We're just sitting there at a garage open. We used to have parties up in upstate New York. If anybody got anything, if they got a new garage, all right, party, let's put up the tent, get out the tables, get out the smokers, we're having a party. New house, having a party. No matter what it was, you're having a housewarming party, a garage warming party, a backyard, a pool warming party. Everybody jump in the pool. And we would listen to, and instead of this, we'd a lot of times play Travis Tritt and things like that because we're honky. But we would actually put on Jeff Foxworthy and just listen to that for that show. And so that was that time frame. That is so. The lines were, "You might be a redneck
if you're listening to my CD
at a housewarming party."
Well, see, that's. I mean, that's actually kind of cool because it's something you listen. It's growing up listening to comedy. It's just. I don't know, like you said. I grew up, dude, listening to Eddie Murphy Raw, Delirious. It was just all that, and then Bring the Pain, you know.
And so I didn't listen a lot.
But with that, like, so I mean, I don't swear, but my comedy is
once again, I feel
filthy.
I don't know.
But it rides on because I talk about sex, I talk about drugs.
You do it. I feel like you're on that line.
On the line.
It's over the top. I think that's what makes it great is that it's just straight over the top with your references there.
Yeah.
It's just like so. You're not just talking about.
But I don't know if I'm clean or not. I know I can't go to a church with my material.
I would. Like I said, PG-13. To go to church, you gotta,
You gotta be
G-rated.
Yeah.
G-rated.
Yeah.
And I have
Can't talk about fingers and buttholes.
No.
Can't do that.
But like so many, and yeah.
Or drugs, or mushrooms at church. Can I talk about that?
The mushrooms at church? I don't know, Jay.
Mike Warnke. I did listen to a lot of Christian comics growing up as well, and so Mike Warnke, Mark Lowry, so Mike Warnke, he would actually reference his previous days involved in drugs, and relate that to. The church open up their arms.
Power.
Yeah, open up their arms to, hey, this is meant for people that need church, not just for, the Holy of Holies there.
And the amazing thing is, I have no clue who he is. But he's had tons of fans, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you know who Tom Papa is?
No.
He's, like, super clean.
Really?
And he just stands in front of the microphone. But he's funny as hell. I mean,
is he a local comic?
No.
All right.
No, he's a big. Once again, he's a touring comic all over the place.
Wow.
I've seen him. He has plenty of specials on Netflix.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy that always has the frisbee at these shows? Has a frisbee and he calls it the Flat Earthers basketball, a frisbee.
I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to that guy. I forget your name. I apologize.
Like a touring comic.
I know he's a local up here in Cleveland.
So he is a prop comic.
That's his merch. So you got t-shirts. You got t-shirts. He's got frisbees. That's his
cool.
merch.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
His set was a great set. I loved it. His show was great, but I can't remember his name.
Jokes, people. I'm talking jokes.
I had props once upon a time.
What, your teeth?
Yeah.
Props? What do you mean?
Like when you go upstairs, and, that's like, so would they call Greg a prop comic?
Greg? I don't know. I don't put titles on comedy like that. I just don't.
No, I don't either. But I've heard people say
I'm sure he's not necessarily Carrot Top.
Exactly. That's
Carrot Top.
That's an example of like a prop comic. It's
Carrot Top used
he
props.
comes with a duffel
That's
bag.
all he did.
Yeah.
It was like he was. I thought I was watching Whose Line Is Anyways.
I mean, a show is a show, man. Like you said, we shout to Greg Moore, and he puts on a hell of a show. I ain't putting
shout out to Carrot Top.
Yeah,
right.
Shit, I like people like the one.
I thought he was hilarious. I don't know why he got hate.
Tricks.
Not the magician dude.
No. Or Brian who plays the.
Oh yeah.
The little guitar.
Yeah.
He said he's not gonna do it no more or whatever the case.
Yeah. There's a couple people that play the guitar.
Yeah.
One dude made like perverted songs on his guitar.
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
If you have
The local guy.
Yeah.
If you have a guitar and you go on stage,
He's gotten better with that.
Really?
Once again, I can't remember his name, but I
got a guitar.
So your superpower is remembering people's names.
No.
That is my kryptonite is remember people's names.
No, I don't. Some people I don't remember.
He may not remember names, but he definitely remembers conversations and faces and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did you know you can actually change a setting on your computer that you don't have to wipe it every 15 minutes?
I know, but I'd be forgetting. The only time I really use it is
display power.
Yep. Look at it. See, he's actually showing you stuff off screen.
I know, right?
Doing his OCD will just not allow.
All right, pardon me for just one moment.
Look at this.
1 minute.
OCD takes over.
Oh my God!
Right.
When it takes over.
No,
when you have OCD and it takes over.
Oh, that's
When
funny.
the OCD takes
Was it a
over.
Chromebook?
It's.
And you thought it was me.
I know.
You thought I was
I'm
OCD.
telling you, were bad, but God,
This guy. He's
Look,
over
you
here
pointing shit
arranging tables and setting lights and fixing shit.
It's just
we'll be
like,
sitting there and he'll be like,
really?
why?
I can't do that.
Go to like,
It's just like,
He's like, this is your water. You put it here on the right hand side.
Mine.
You put your phone on your left.
We have the equidistance apart. We literally did.
We're interviewing Monk right now.
I think we need 10 people. Nice even number.
What?
10 people in this meeting here.
10 people?
Okay.
That's a Monk reference.
Back to you, Ray,
See,
man.
I don't know that shit. What the fuck's Monk?
Monk was a series. He was a detective, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's a murder detective on a TV
But he
show.
was-
And both of you watched this show.
He was
It was a
extremely
great-
OCD.
That's a great show.
Oh,
It's
look at
hilarious.
these. See, look, people with OCD watch Monk. That's what that shit is. That's what I just found out today. Monk is an OCD
I'm
show.
like, it makes you feel like you're not alone, or tells you have a sickness.
Oh, okay, so what does he do? Just clean shit all day?
Everything has a place.
Okay, so he figures out crimes because of stuff
Something was out of place.
What
Yeah,
the?
that's it.
I just figured this shit out, right? That's something. What the fuck? Look at you two. Nerds. Nerds!
Hey, I'm a nerd. I just happen to look cool.
I know. So I like computers. What am I saying?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's
Nothing
all
wrong
good.
with that.
I'm not jokes, people. All hurt feelings over here.
Nerds.
Nerds.
Telling lines and jokes.
Nerds. See, you can't make those movies no more.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Bring them back.
What movies are we talking about?
Nerds.
Nerds. Oh man. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, nerds are winning.
Are they?
Yeah.
Some of them.
Where?
Bill Gates. One.
Is he really winning?
He just
Not
bought
morally,
Ohio.
but
He got
financially.
money. Yeah,
he just
but
bought Ohio.
he gonna die and then he gonna spend none of that shit.
You know, well,
So he ain't winning.
he's winning. Financially, not morally, but financially.
I mean, he could go somewhere and win with all that money. He could spend not much and have a good time with about 10 filthies.
Only 10?
Well, I mean, it's Bill Gates. One would be fine for him, I'm sure.
You don't know Bill Gates. You don't know what he's doing.
He's got dildos all in his fucking briefcase.
You have no idea.
He goes, let's have good times! Let's spend this money!
That joke's not gonna make it in church. That joke's.
See what I'm saying? But I don't swear! I don't swear!
Not a
Was
single
that
curse
money or
word.
was that a toy?
Toy!
When you was like that, I'm not going to do it. But
Dildos!
I thought
no.
he was flicking the
I
money.
thought it was money. Like,
Choke my money. I don't care.
No, he's slapping dildos on his face. That's what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
yeah, that won't make it to church.
That's not gonna make it in church.
That's not cussing.
jokes won't make it to church.
No church for you.
Justin's jokes won't make it to church.
So what do you see yourself doing in the future, man?
In
What,
church.
Like,
In church, asking for forgiveness
you're
from this show,
you're two
especially
years in.
that rhyme that you'll edit out later.
You're
Nah.
two years.
That
I might
needs
edit
to
that
not be-
in, actually.
That definitely
And
needs to
my
get
song,
out.
like through the whole episode.
Yeah.
Justin's jokes won't make it to church. Play that through the whole episode.
I will not.
that
way
sounds like
too-
a commercial.
That's way too much work.
Justin jokes.
Won't make it to church.
It's way too much work. Not gonna do any of that because I don't.
But you
edit-
have a degree in it.
I don't edit much of this. I just really put in the beginning and the end, and I'm gonna insert
Voila.
me.
China. That's a shout out to you, Bonnie, over at Funny Stop.
Yeah.
See, that was her favorite line when I go, China.
Shout to Vaughn Wesley.
No, Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie.
Bonnie, the waitress.
Oh, I thought you said Bonnie.
The drinks lady.
Oh, Bonnie. Yeah,
Bonnie,
Bonnie.
yeah.
Shout
Hey,
to
Bonnie.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
my water's empty, Bonnie.
so step it up. Question for you.
Yeah.
All right. So, been listening.
Yeah.
All right. And the phrase gatekeeper keeps coming up.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it was a tough conversation here.
Okay.
You were the gatekeeper, and then you forsook the gatekeeperness. You were the guy bringing people to the show and putting them on, and then you stopped. You gave up the crown, but then saying stuff about other people being the quote-unquote gatekeeper, put them, you did. You the stuff to make the stuff happen.
That's a good observation, but no, I'm never was the gatekeeper.
I disagree. I disagree. You saw the talent and put the talent on.
No. I mean, he did. Yeah,
he did, and so your once again your superpower, not only remembering people, is also your, I want to say, empathy and real. All right, there's nobody in my history of life that just has randomly called me up and say, "Hey, Dobra,
right?
Checking in on you. How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you for a while. Just want to make sure you're doing." And then encourages me like, "Hey, get on that stage, buddy. Where you at? Get up there. What's going on?" I'm like, "I got XYZ going on." All right, well, hope to see you out there. And we have a good long conversation about whatever's going on in each other's lives. But there's that empathy and that encouragement that you're not going to get from anybody else in the industry. So that's why I feel like forget X, Y, and Z over at here, there, and everywhere. You're the guy. You're the guy that's going to put something on, and you're the guy that people are going to want to get behind when it comes to putting on these shows. And because you put the work in to bring the people to, what do you talk about? Your lights, your audience, your stage. You're going to make sure all that's there to make sure that the people getting on stage has the best chance to succeed.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Instead of looking out for this show and this competition, which is those that are in these understand is how many people that are on stage or other things that I'm sure have been discussed here or there on previous episodes. So that was when I got to go to that show, and you had people there to watch comedy, and you had your handpicked. So you go to the open mics. You're like, I want that guy, that gal, this guy on my show, and that show was the bomb. And it was a regular thing, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And I told you when you had it stop, I'm like, I'm disappointed because I feel like it's not going to come back. Like, oh, it'll be back. I'm going to find a different venue, a little more space. It was a year ago. What's going on?
Life be life.
Yeah, life be lifing, bro. But I guess I never saw it that way. And everything you said was accurate. But I never saw it that way. But, yeah.
No, you put together, look, kudos to people actually doing favors as well. People in the game that showed you respect because you showed them respect.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. You've had some people that have been in the game bless your room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Spike Lou.
Yeah,
shout out to Spike Lou.
Shout out to Spike.
All right. You watch his stuff. You watch all of his shows on Tubi as well. A lot of Tubi stuff happening.
Hey, Tubi is the way, man. Tubi is a perfect opportunity. You don't know what you're going to get, and you don't know where else that will lead.
Yeah.
Everybody talk crap about Tubi.
It's like YouTube. You put out a movie though, and you put it out there for whoever to watch.
So and you'll find these little hidden treasures on there. I just watched this movie called This Land on there. That was quality. Shout out to Natalie Whittle. Go Army, beat Navy.
Get 'em.
Yeah. And that was a great movie. And those little those commercials, though may be irritating for you, is paying that independent person. Yeah. All right. And you got people that are putting their heart and soul and not trying to push something on you. They're just trying to get you entertainment for the most part. Yeah. And they're working for it, and they're going to get better. And so those little commercials in there go a long way. So if you do that,
Well, that's why I look at it like this. People will watch things and you always see posts. Oh, look, another Tubi movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I see a motherfucker running, he gets shot. He's running, he just trips and falls.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And he just sits up and shit.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And walks away all slow and they still like the
They
edit,
still filming it. No edit.
no edit or nothing. And it's like, but the fact is, they're doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's the whole thing. Is somebody put together something. They had people come and show up and film a scene. They edited it together. Sometimes not the, but they put it out there. And it's a work in progress, and it always gets better the more you do things. Mm-hmm. And look, some people got more than one. They be just putting them out. You know what I mean? Like fucking mixtapes, bam, another one,
and another one. And to piggyback on what we said earlier, there is more to come. There's not the end of.
Dude, we got tons of. I know we've talked about.
There's more shows to come, Dobra. More shows come. I got a plan.
This dude got big plans.
I got a plan, and you'll see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need your help. And everybody else's help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're calling
all. We get to hear any of your voices. Because if I don't get to hear your kid voice, I want no part of it.
Yeah, that costs.
That's gotta be close to Ralph Tresvant 80s.
See, that's That was who was that? That sounds. Yeah, Elmo. Yeah, that's Elmo.
Yeah. Yep, nope, you ain't gonna get none of that shit from me. I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, people.
Oh man, probably my proudest moment when it comes to imitations would have been I used to read this book called Inspector Bill. Bill the Warthog. And to my kids, a little children's book, little life lessons, but there's puzzles involved. It's a mystery book.
Yep.
But it's for kids, right? And the voice of Bill the Warthog would be, "Good day."
Sound like Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And then my son was watching The Rock for
movie The Rock.
He goes, "Dad, why does that guy sound like Bill the Warthog?" I'm like, "I'm the man."
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just pulled a muscle. That just happened.
I know why that happened. You want to know why that happened?
Why that happened?
You know how you was like 10 years ago?
I'm not.
You're not like that anymore.
No, it's no joke. I've been hoping and training to get this role in Common Creed 2. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Mr. Javon. And I have reached. I just broke the bench in 255. I almost died 2 days ago. No joke. I was benching 255, and then the bench just gave out, and luckily it landed right back on the hooks.
Oh my God!
That they did not get a good review on Mount.
Yeah.
Lighter.
It was Amazon. It was Amazon preferred choice or whatever the choice on Amazon.
Yeah.
It was called You Good.
Everyone knows this.
You Bad. You Bad. And I took a picture of it. It said dangerous. Almost died. But if you're gonna die benching 255. That's that. If you're gonna die benching 255.
Everybody that's lifting heavy weights by themselves, do not clamp the weights on people. Do not use the weight clamps if you're benching.
That way
without a spotter,
boom,
you can.
Boom.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Safety
first. I go to Planet Fitness, and I don't lift heavy.
Speaking from experience, there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just go.
Times in my basement, like.
Yep. That's when you get brave. I can do one more rep.
Should I go a little bit lower? No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. And then it's there forever. Sound like when you're dead battery in the wintertime.
Or you let it roll down.
Yeah.
Roll it down like.
You're like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Pick it up. The fuck. Yep.
Yeah, that's
none of that. Nope. I lift lightweight.
So hey, that high pitched noise just reminded me when you guys do your airborne operation, when you do jump out of the plane.
Yes.
Okay. My one suggestion is make sure you make the leg straps tight enough. Okay. Obviously, you don't want to cut circulation. This one time I was jumping out of a plane.
Yep.
Airborne, and
get them.
All right, and I decided to go loose one day. because I figured I'm going to be on this C5 forever. Let me loosen this up. And they're like, 6 minutes, up, but stand up, 8 but stand up. And you stand up, and then all of a sudden everything's a big rush, and I forgot to just tighten it down.
Yep. Flapping the whole time.
Oh my! No. Because when it hits, luckily the best Michael Jackson impersonation I ever had in my life. But I was fighting for my life the entire.
So it went. Whoop.
Yeah, well, my son will tell you I was fighting for his life. But
I get it. I get it.
Oh man,
it's driving them nuts.
And come on, OCD guy.
what happened?
Okay, so it whipped you up and it tightened you up and
Yeah, yeah. Right now,
so we're tight. Is what you're saying.
It caught in between the boys.
yes.
That's why I had the Michael Jackson impersonation.
So
the
wear
entire
it tight so it won't slide over. Or?
So you want to make sure you're cupping on the outside.
He wants to pack his own shoe for his first time going skydiving. Is that
No, not a wise
That's-
idea.
that's what I
Just
said.
Don't pack your own.
Don't pack my own shoes.
yours.
Let a professional do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
You don't want to
Do have a reserve.
I mean, we're gonna have somebody jumping with us anyway.
Yeah.
I'm jumping with my buddy. I don't know who he's bringing for you.
Hopefully she's hot.
I don't care. I'm just making sure because I trust him. And if we both die, then whatevs.
Episode of the Midnight Paco podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
Hey, where can they find you, man?
Hey, everybody. You can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy on all platforms, people.
And you can find me at _COREE_ I messed that up.
He sure did.
_great_COREE. That's where you can find me on Instagram. Or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco podcast. I would like to thank our special guest, James Dobra, for coming through.
Where can they find you, man?
You can find me on Facebook, James Dobra. That's DOBRA, Dobra the Cobra. Told you, straight up soldier.
I thought you knew.
Thought you knew. And of course, at all the other platforms, URK Not Funny. That's You're Not Funny. URK Not Funny.
That's right.
That's
hey, appreciate it, brother.
Thank you
for stopping through.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notifications.
It's going to be right here somewhere.
It's going to be there.
Hey, can we see that shirt before you go back?
Yeah.
Fresh off the presses.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco podcast.